Hey guys, it's Paul and Jeremy from Power Output Challenge 2. We wanted to give you a preview. Well, you've already had a preview of the first workout. We wanted to give you more of a diagram so you get an understanding of what it looks like and how it flows, where you line up, where the warm-up area is, some rules and things that maybe you've thought about asking us. Hopefully we can answer those questions now. So, let's get started. This is the main field, including the track area at Wheatley. We'll call that the north side. This will be the south side. There are a smaller set of bleachers up here. That would be the visiting team's bleachers, and the home bleachers, a massive set along here. Off to the corner, just below the south side end zone, which also inhabits the warm-up area. There'll be a full warm-up area there. Bars, weights, one or two of the wheelbarrows, so you can practice that as well. A full rig, aerodynes. I think there'll be everything there that you're going to need. Just south of that, alongside the home team bleachers, is where the staging area would be for the next event. So, you guys already know the rep scheme. You know the distances you have to run. We wanted to give you an idea of what that's going to look like on the field. So, this oval will represent the middle of the 50-yard line for the field. On the south end of all of that, that's where the rig is. The Triton rig is placed on the track, so it's on the very inside lane of the track. As you probably have seen, the wheelbarrows will start on either side of the 50-yard line, and they'll be separated every 5 yards. It's plenty of space to go up and back without crossing over the line or feeling like you're going to run into the person next to you. When you start, you will line up across from your wheelbarrow. So everybody, in a sense, we've kind of drawn some people in here. By the way, if the drawing looks good, I did it. If it looks horrible, Jeremy did it. So basically, you'll be lining up 5 yards apart. Someone will be 5 yards in front of you, facing this way to start your run counterclockwise around the track. So when you are staged, you will get your judge. You'll meet your judge. Your judge will have a scorecard. It will also include your lane assignment. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, go, your judge will be standing underneath the area where you're going to be doing your pull-ups when you first run around the track. So 3, 2, 1, go. You take off. After you've passed the rig, you can all converge into any lane that you want. As when you come around, you find your judge waiting for you underneath your pull-up bar. Once you finish your 2 rounds of the pull-up bars, and the 400-meter run, you know you go to your wheelbarrow, and that is for the scaled and for the RX division. Then you and your judge will traverse over towards the wheelbarrow. That's when you do your full gasser. The wheelbarrow must pass, I know it's green, but it's really a white line. It's reversed on the track, or the colors are reversed. You must go all the way past it, turn your wheelbarrow around, and come all the way back. Go past the white line, turn your wheelbarrow around. That's hard to say 10 times fast. Wheelbarrow, right? Once you pass the finish line, the entire wheelbarrow must go past the white line. That means the handles. It may sound ticky-tacky, but honestly, with the inertia that you've got, once you let go of it, it'll probably skid a little bit and go past the white line. Let's see here. So time stops once you've crossed that final white line with your wheelbarrow. When we are doing the men's and women's competition, not the team yet, all the men will start on one side, so you're side by side with your same-sex competitor, and all the women on the other side. Okay, Jeremy wants to go over a few notes here before we get down to the team version of this.
Okay, so a couple things with the notes here. The staging area again will be in the south side, down here in this corner here, just across from the warm-up area. There will be chalk at the rig for the pull-ups. There will not be chalk at the wheelbarrows. There will be no lane designation for the runs. So as Paul mentioned, each athlete will have a wheelbarrow and a pull-up bar that's assigned to them. There will be no lane designation for the run. So on the 3, 2, 1, go, you'll start your run, and you can run in any lane that you choose. Excuse me. If the wheelbarrow tips, it is your responsibility to right it, get it upright, and begin again. There should be no problems with the the weights coming off of the wheelbarrow. You just have to turn it upright and get it moving again. And lastly, the athletes in the warm-up area, watch out if you're in that warm-up area and you're going to cross to go to the staging area or vice versa. Please make sure that you're not in the way of the athletes running around the track.
Yeah, and a note on if it tips over. We ran a test on it, and Jeremy tipped it, and he forcibly had to tip it. If you're running it, you just set it down for a second. The weight of it is so well balanced that it'll stay right where it is, flat on the ground. It'll end up on the skids and it won't go anywhere. So if in the chance that you're that oxygen deprived and you're tilting and you let it go, the plates don't fall off. You just have to simply tip it back over and put it back into place.
Great piece of equipment.
Yeah, honestly. Okay, the team version of this. You guys are doing this in a relay fashion. Down here, around the track in front of the home side bleachers, there's a big strip of concrete. It's just on the other side of the track. It's flush level with the track, so you're still inside the whole track area. They will be marked off, like so. So your entire team will be staged in that square, all bunched together like sardines. The first person who's going to start will come out onto the track, ready to go. Okay, let me back up a minute. So before this starts, all the wheelbarrows will be preloaded with 4 plates. That's the women's weight. You can go in any order you want. So if your ladies are going to go first on the wheelbarrow, then obviously it's preset. If you want your guys to go first, then go and preload the wheelbarrow before you start the event. That way you don't have to take the extra time. However, that does mean that if, let's say your guys go first, once they finish, you have to unload 2 plates for your girls to go. Or vice versa, you have to add 2 plates. Just make sure that is preloaded before you start the workout. So, first person comes in, 3, 2, 1, go. They run. Again, once they pass the rig, they can go in any lane they want. You are designated to a lane and to a wheelbarrow, or to a pull-up bar and a wheelbarrow. Once you get back to that pull-up bar, do your pull-ups. As you are doing your pull-ups, person number 2 can step out into the lane, outside lane, right across from your staging area. The judge, once they get their pull-ups done, will drop their hand and the next person can start running. Right? Loop, 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 loop. Once the first person is done with their pull-ups, they can go and stand right by their wheelbarrow, which means when the 4th person has finished their run, when they drop down from their pull-up, the wheelbarrow can start. So the 4th person can saunter on over, wait for their turn, whatever order you've designated that to start in. Okay. Jeremy has the weight loads up there. They are listed, but he's just going to read them out one more time.
Pretty straightforward. The wheelbarrow itself is going to weigh 105 pounds. So the additional bumpers will give you the numbers that we're going to show you here. So we have, for the standard men, it's 375 pounds. That's 6 bumpers added to the wheelbarrow. The women will have 285. That's just 4 bumpers. That's the standard for the men and women and for the teams. For the scaled and masters 45 to 54, they will have the men at 4 bumpers, the 285 pounds, and the women will then be at 2 bumpers, 195 pounds. For Bob, Masters 55 plus, he will have 240 pounds. There we go. Let's move it.
Good. Lastly, I know I didn't say it, but I think you guys read this in the directions. On the full gasser for the team, the first person must do up and back twice, right? The wheelbarrow must pass the white line. If they want, they can turn it around for the next person, or they can drop it. That person can then pick it up, turn it around, and begin theirs. So time does end when the very last person has brought the entire wheelbarrow across the white line. Thanks.
Challenge number 1.